Good everybody, it's the boy KD here. Drop One Piece chapter review. Finally, we have 930, the first chapter to begin this year. Yo, I gotta say, this chapter goes in. Well, I ain't gonna necessarily say it goes in, but in terms of advancing the story and, a little bit of action and stuff, yeah, it definitely goes in. I'm going to try to get this one really short because I know I've been giving y'all some long videos, but no more of that. So let's jump right into it. We start off with our cover page. Someone requested Oda to draw Cracker and Urouge racing each other on dolphins. Now, I'm not sure why they want to see that per se, but from the way that Oda drew it, you can tell that Cracker was using underhanded means to win because he's throwing little biscuits out, and the dolphin that Urouge is on is distracted and trying to eat the little biscuits or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's referencing they fight a bit, because I'm thinking there's no real way that Cracker could have beat Urouge. Urouge is known for his strength alone. And I know Cracker got some, good armament hockey and all that, but I just can't see I just can't see Urouge just losing straight up. But either way, and then we get over into the actual chapter, which we open up in I want to say Kybi. It's the Kybi region. It's on the border of the flower capital. And we are shown Zoro, and we get the name of the little fella that Zoro met, the little wandering bard from the last chapter that Zoro met up with that fed him. His name is Tonu-Yashu, or something like that. I probably fucked up the pronunciation. Please forgive me. But anyway, so they go to his, this is the village where he's from, and like Leftover Town, it's a mess. It's poverty stricken, but the weird thing about it is everybody there is completely happy, which I guess, playing on it, Ibusu Town, this is what it's called, is a god that was always known for smiling. So I guess you could say that it's named after him, and I guess, that's the reason why the town always smiling. But they also have another reason, because upon arriving there, all the villagers, welcoming back Tonu-Yashu, they let him know that the thief that has been going around stealing from the nobles in the flower capital, he comes at 3 o'clock in the morning, or during the night, because they call him Ox 3 Boy, referencing that, third hour of the ox. And all the money that he's stolen from the rich, he goes through town and just litter it in the street, like just throws it in the street. And when they wake up in the morning, the residents of Ibusu Town, they just go ahead, pick it up, and they go to the flower capital or wherever they go to do their shopping. I'm not sure if they're actually allowed into the flower capital, but they go and they buy more foods and provisions, in which you would think that since then, because this has been going on for a while now, you would think that they'll be doing a little bit better. But, the town still looks pretty run down. So, because the residents, you see the residents, they're happy, they're smiling, but at the same time, they understand the predicament that they're in and their current situation, and they even make references to this. You would think that they're joking, but this is how all the residents, because, we thought it was strange in the last chapter that the little fella that Zoro was with, was always smiling and laughing, but the whole town is like this. No matter what they're talking about, no matter what they're discussing, they're always smiling. So they're making jokes. One kid tells his mom, "I'm hungry," and she's laughing and smiling, saying, "Yeah, me too." A old couple, they get to saying some stuff. The guy, he's like, "Oh, I'm so nutrient deficient that my teeth are falling out." And his wife goes to say, "Well, that's good because it ain't like you got anything to eat no way." So, it's good to see that, you know, somebody is doing good, the thief, you know, and he ain't just some random bad guy. So I'd imagine that he's probably going to end up helping us out in Wano at some point. I imagine Zoro is probably going to end up meeting up with him because Zoro is curious about him as well. And, you know, the people in the town, you know, they, when they're talking to Tony Yashu, look, listen, little small weird guy, that's what I'm going to call him. They was asking, you know, who is this scary guy? Because, you know, Zoro, he always got his mean mug on, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. He's badass, so he can get away with it. You know, and one of the ladies, you know, she go up and does this to him, and it just makes his face even worse. Now he's looking like the Grinch, but either way, you know, it's a good vibe because, like I said, you know, we get to see Zoro again and get to find out what he has going on. And knowing that he's right outside the flower capital, because you see it in the background, so you know when stuff get ready to turn up, you know he's gonna be there. But yeah, so we just gonna keep an eye out. Hopefully we find out who the thief is. I'm guessing it's probably one of Oden's old retainers. If not, then it's probably gonna be the guy that was with the Whitebeard pirates. I can see it being him. I can't think of his name right now, but the one that dresses like a geisha and that shoots the pistols, that guy, yeah, I can definitely see it being him. And which I hope is him because I do want to see him again because I like his character. You know, he's badass as well with them damn pistols. You know, you would think somebody from Wano wouldn't be using pistols, but hey, you know, to each their own. But moving on, so we cut over to Kaido's castle, his island. And one of the subordinates, they are giving him information, you know, letting him know that, hey, you know, they made it in within the borders, you know, they'll be approaching here very soon. And Kaido's panicking. He's like, shoot him down. There's no way I'm letting this old hag in. And we cut over, and it's Big Mom. Matter of fact, not only is it Big Mom, it's the whole family. The whole family's there. Now, I didn't see Katakuri up there. But you pretty much saw everybody else, okay? We saw Smoothie, we saw Perospero, and everybody else. Even the little irritating girl, I can't think of her name right now, but the one that was making fun of Katakuri, we even see her. She's looked like she's napping on Big Mom or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, they have made it. And they have hooked ropes up to the koi fish that Luffy and Nami ran into when they first got to Wano, and they were wondering why they're koi fish that's supposed to be freshwater fish in the ocean. But they done hooked up ropes to them because this is the way that you're supposed to get into Wano. If you're going to come into Wano, this is how you're supposed to do it. You attach ropes to the koi fish so they can pull your boat and take you up the waterfall so you can get into Wano. And Kaido and his men, they're panicking. They like, we're trying to shoot them down, but they're deflecting our cannonballs. You see Smoothie going in on the cannonballs. You see Perospero, you know, he putting up shields. You know, you even see, can't think of the son name with the genie, but we see him and his genie in action. So yeah, you know, they all for getting in there. And Big Mom, she's talking about some straw hat. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to get you. I'm here for my revenge. Kaido, you know, be ready because we're here. You know, and Zeus, you're coming home, you know. So Nami, if Big Mom does get in there, you better look out because she's coming for Zeus. She wants her baby back. So Nami, watch it back. But yeah, so as they going up the waterfall, out of nowhere, we hear a screech. And they're like, Big Mom's like, that's a pterodon? King. We come to find out that in this chapter, King, one of Kaido's top subordinates, is also an ancient devil fruit user, dragon fruit model Pterosaurus. What do you know? He's a fucking pterodactyl. Awesome. I approve. Now, he still has the fire on him in this form because if you remember in a couple chapters back, we saw that he had fire on him. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on with that. Like, is he some kind of lava guy, you know, outside of a devil fruit or something? I don't really know, but he still had flames on him. And last time I checked, pterodons, you know, pterodactyls, they're known for being flying reptiles, you know, but never necessarily fire anything doing with them. So maybe we'll get more information on that later on down the road. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so he's a pterodactyl, has a dragon fruit. So it looked like all the important people in this, in this arc, in Wano, are going to be dragon devil fruit users, zone users. So, hey, I wonder what Queen's devil fruit is, what dragon model is it going to be? But yeah, so he kicks them off the waterfall, and we get a picture of Big Mom going down the waterfall into the ocean. So, wow. Yeah, that one, it blew me, because I'm like, I know this ain't the end of Big Mom, because, I mean, come on, let's be real. There's no way Big Mom's going to go out that easily. Oda wouldn't do it that way. So, it's definitely going to be some heat later on when Big Mom does finally make it inside the borders of Wano. But yeah, so continuing on from that, because, we can sit here and speculate all day about who's going to save Big Mom, because I think most of her children are devil fruit users, I believe. And if not, it's probably somebody there. Who knows? Maybe she convinced Jinbei to stay among her and he might save her. I hope that ain't the case. I hope Jinbei is with them, but I hope he does not the one to save them. But like I said, moving on, we cut over to Law, Usopp, Frankie, and Sanji all running, because they done finally caught word. If you remember, Page One, which is one of the headliners, and X-Drake, another headliner, are looking for them, as well as Hawkins. And, Law like, we can't let them see our face. We got to get out of here. We shouldn't fight them at all. And Frankie and Sanji, they're all for fighting, because they're like, why are we running? Let's just go ahead and kick their ass. But, Usopp, he's like, no, we definitely shouldn't do that. It's better this way. This way they won't see us, and we won't get hurt before the big battle comes. In which, strategically thinking, yeah, that probably is the best thing to do, because you don't want to diminish your power, your fighting power before the big battle. So I can definitely appreciate Usopp's insight to that. But Page One, who we find out last chapter, has an ancient devil fruit, dragon model. What was it? A Spinosaurus or something like that. There, the big tall one with the long neck and the like mohawk spine on his back. Yeah, that one. But yeah, so he's tearing up little soba booths, and as well as eating the soba noodles, saying that they're good. But he's still looking for Sanguro, who's Sanji. So, but yeah, so they're looking for him. So he's looking for him, and he's telling the residents, if you don't bring them out, I'm going to continue tearing them down, and it's going to get to the point where I'm going to kill you. So Sanji hears this, because he's talking to a woman, and you know how Sanji feels about women. So he rushes off, and Law's like, Sanji, get back here. They all run after Sanji. But Sanji immediately goes in with the kick to the head and knocks him down a peg or two. Yes, he does. Right in the mush. Sanji gives him the boot. I was gonna say something else, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so Sanji gives him that, and Page One, he's a little woozy when he arises, but he gets up, he sees that it's Sanji, and he gets on the walkie, in which I'm not even sure how he's using the walkie, but he's letting everybody else know, hey, I found him, Page One here. Yes, his name is Page One. Not sure why, but Page One here, I found him. So you have Frankie, Law, and Usopp. They're in a little alley behind Sanji, because they're still trying to hide and not be seen, because you gotta think about it, if X-Drake or Hawkins comes up and see their faces, they're going to know who they are. And Law had mentioned to them that if they do get caught, don't say nothing about the samurai and don't say nothing about the minks. Just let them know that we're the only ones here. That's the only thing they need to know, because they don't need to know about everybody else, because it's going to ruin everything completely. And Law rephrases this to him well, not rephrase it, but, mention this to him, Sanji again. And Sanji says, no need. I'm going to take them out before they even get here. And by chance, if they do get here, they ain't going to see my face. And in his hand, he has his can for his raid suit. Sanji is actually going to wear the raid suit. Who would have guessed? And then the thing that kills me about it, is Sanji said that he would never wear it. So I'm thinking to myself, one, why do you have it with you, Sanji, if you said you was never going to wear it? Two, what gave you the idea to wear it? Because here's the thing. Now, we've seen everybody else raid suits. And I can't really say that it came with like a mask or a helmet or anything. But, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know, because his brothers, they always had on glasses. And Rachel, she didn't have no kind of mask on or no helmet. Now, Judge, he always has a helmet on. So I'm trying to think to myself, like, I wonder what design Sanji's raid suit going to have. And how does he know that it's going to, cover his face up, so he won't be known? Did he already try it on? He had to. Because he seems to be pretty confident in this raid suit. So I wonder what kind of power-ups it's going to give him and everything. I'd imagine that it's definitely going to boost his speed a lot, as it probably will enhance his fire, maybe. I'm hoping. I don't know. All I know is Sanji's going to actually have some time to shine and show what he can do, because like I said, he went in on a dinosaur and knocked it in the head. I mean, you get no better than that. This is one of the headliners. Now, I'm not saying that Sanji is weak, but you got to think about it. Since we've been in the new world, Sanji has kind of been eating L's, okay? He been eating them back to back to back back. Now, yes, we're supposed to have the year of Sanji, what it was, 2017, last year, one of the two. But, Whole Cake Island, the way that it was set up, I can't really say that Sanji really had any big victories. The biggest victory was standing up to his family, because he actually, I guess you could say he saved them. But yeah, other than that, making a cake, I guess we haven't had any battle victories from Sanji. So, look, listen, I'm wanting to see Sanji get a big W in an actual battle. And I think this is going to be the beginning of it. Like I said, he's going to go in. It's his time to shine. But that's where the chapter ends. And, like I said, I'm just right now. So, yeah. But that's pretty much everything that went down in the chapter. Go read for yourself. And, you can find out, everything. Because, I didn't touch on everything. I didn't say every word, but hey, it's a good read. If I had to rate this chapter, I would probably give it, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Definitely got to give it a 4 out of 5, because, it definitely lives up to the hype. Because like I said, we got to see Big Mom and her whole family again. We got to find out what King's Devil Fruit is. We're going to get to see Sanji use the raid suit. So, yeah, definitely a great chapter. But it's been your boy KD. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Peace.